Welcome to my Imbolc Altar for this year. Honestly, it's not very Imbolc-y, it's not very seasonal this year, but it's very practical. So to start off with, we have my main altar cloth here. I've had this for years. This is usually where I do a lot of spell work and stuff. I try and leave it open so that I can set the stuff that I'm using on there. Underneath this little table is my section for Odin. I don't have a candle set up for him yet. I actually just kind of put it off to the side right now because I don't know how I'm gonna finagle that one because I don't want to accidentally catch the wood table on fire above him. But I have my two representations for him as well as his two ravens and my bag of runes. So then up on this shelf here is for Sith right now. So I didn't know really what to use as a representation for her. Obviously, being in a depth year slash really just low buy, no buy, obviously I'm not going to go out and buy a statue for her. So we're using what I got. So starting off on the corner here, we have my new incense burner that I got for Yule this year. Figured that's a great spot to give as an offering, and it's really pretty, so I figured she would appreciate it. Then I have kind of a generic goddess statue. I've had this for years. On it, I have put two braided pieces of leather that my grandpa made years ago. I have my card for the year. Then I have a few crystals. I have a rose quartz, a piece of citrine, and then I have a moonstone, or maybe opal, I can't remember which one it was, carved goddess figure. Have a candle holder, and then in the back I have another just kind of generic goddess statue. Then off to the side here we have my corner for Thor, and over here I have my two statues for him, and then the offering cup that I have for him. And since he was the one that kept encouraging me to do Inner Temple of Witchcraft, that's where I have the Temple of Witchcraft stuff. So I have the cord from the end of it, as well as the new scroll thing that you make for this year. Then I have his candle directly in front, which is taking up the majority of what you're seeing right now. Then in this little corner down here, I have the blue candle that I'm thinking about burning somewhere in this general region for Odin. And then I also have my bowl that I will use for water, and then my cauldron. Mostly I use that for burning stuff. And then my manifestation box. I've talked about it before, and also we've been using it quite a bit in the guided rituals that I've been doing over on Patreon. Then moving over to the opposite side of the altar, we have my other tools. So Athame wand, candle snuffer. I also have a little stone with a spiral on it. Just felt kind of appropriate to have it there next to my statue for shadow work. I bought this years ago. I don't even know if it's still available, from Good Goth, and I absolutely love this. I've used it as a representation for Hel before, but it's also just really good for shadow work, where half of her is alive, half of her is dead, looking into the mirror. And then lastly, in this top corner is for the Morrigan. So again, she has her little candle in the front, and then I have representations for her, so different statues I've collected. They're not all of the ones that I have, but they're the two most common that I tend to use. Instead of a mug, currently I have my incense holder. I might switch it out for a mug, I haven't decided. And then I also have a piece of labradorite that I have dedicated to her many, many years ago. And so there we go. There is my Imbolc altar setup currently. I would love to hear and see how you have set yours up. Again, this is just one of those Sabbats that I don't really do a lot of seasonal decorating for. And honestly, I could if I really tried, but I think I will save it for next year and just see how things go with my current plans of how I want to celebrate Imbolc this year. Huge thank you to my patrons. I'll have their names here on the screen. If you'd like to support me and get access to exclusive content, it is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.